Hey, what's going on, everybody? VeeDotMe here. Today is Tuesday, August 3rd. Bright and early. Good time to have a Dead Cells content update, or at least an alpha. The devs just announced a brand new alpha patch. This is update 2.5, known as the Practice Makes Perfect update. It looks like this update is going to be around quality of life, as well as some accessibility enhancements. In terms of new content, they have added a training room, which is something that we've been asking for a long time, as well as what they're calling aspects, which is part of the accessibility, ways to play the game to make it a little easier and or have a great time just blowing through the maps. Those two we're going to go into detail a little bit later. For the rest of the overview, we have a world map. So when you open up the map menu, you can now see the biomes that are linked to the one that you're going to. No longer do you need to guess where you can go after fighting the boss. They also added the damage number to scrolls that you pick up. So for example, every scroll says you get 15% bonus damage. So you'll finally be able to see how much damage you're actually getting. This is also the patch where multi-binding is going to be moved to custom mode. Once again, multi-bind, dual bind, all of that, it's not gone. It's just that you cannot do that in a normal run of Dead Cells. There's another piece in here of quality of life that I actually think is really important, and that is a cell drop buff by picking your least visited biome. What that looks like, I'm not quite sure yet, and it may change as well as anything in this alpha, but it's a great way to give a player a reason to go to Distillery, for example, if they are in desperate need of cells. Alright, so let's back up a bit to the training room. The training room is unlocked from the tutorial night, so there is actually going to be some stuff you have to do to see the tutorial night again for the training area. Inside, there are statues for every single monster that you have killed. Not monsters that you've seen. You do actually have to kill them at least one time. And what you can do is that you can spawn them one at a time, or you can spawn multiple at a time, and you can fight them with the same kind of weapons or mutations that you're used to. In fact, there's a recycling tube at the very start of the training room, and you can pick a randomized loadout and then fight each enemy with the loadout that you get. There is a boss training area where you do have to visit the boss at least the one time, and then you get to fight it in the training room. It includes all the bosses except for the spoiler boss, and the same weapon and mutation loadout as the regular training room. This is a great way to figure out if things like root grenade works, or which ones can be stunned and frozen and that kind of stuff, as well as finding even just parry practice. Also might be a cool way to incorporate a boss rush speed run to all my speedrunners out there. The next we have are aspects. Aspects are super strong buffs that you can equip at the start of the run to make a run easier. They're originally designed to make the game a little more accessible to new players. So when you're using an aspect, you will not get the next boss cell or the flawless achievements while it's equipped. Some of these aspects are actually incredibly strong. Some give you bonus damage just for being fast. Some increase the damage of your fire. Some heal you in multiple ways. Outside of being a new player, it might actually be fun to try this out once you're in 5BC, just to see all kinds of different themed builds that you can come up with. There's actually a lot of really cool aspects in here. I, for one, plan to try out as many as I can, and then show you all what a themed run would look like. And lastly, they added some lore found in High Peak Castle and Undying Shores that's supposed to hint towards some things in the future. I don't want to show any of the lore on the video. If you are able to access the alpha, take a look at it yourself or wait until it goes to beta and public. If you need a reminder of how to access the alpha on Steam, go into the description of the video, find the link there, and that gives you everything you need to know to access. Either way, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you in that alpha.